Happy 50th anniversary, Pomona Swap Meet. What a run. Holy crap. Yeah, can I say that? Yeah, I'm going to say that. I have scrounged together a bunch of memories from Pomona over the last 40 years that I've been here. And, you know, most of them are from the last probably 5 or 6 years that you've shown here. But I just want to talk about it. I've been coming here since, what is it, late 84, early 85 was the first time that we attended this incredible show. And, well, I might as well tell you the story. We were coming across, me and my friend Håkan was coming across the United States, and we came into Pomona area, and we were told about the shop, and we were actually visiting a Corvette shop down the street. And we hung out there for a little while, and just kind of were a pest to those guys trying to get ready for Pomona Swap Meet. And after we hung out for several hours, they finally goes, "Hey, you guys want to go to Pomona?" And we're like, "Wow, what's that?" And they told us about it, and it's like, "Oh yeah, it sounded exciting." So they're like, "We'll pay for you to get in, and we'll buy you food and beer if you watch our Corvettes in the front row." And so they put us in the show, and they gave us a couple of cots to sleep in between the Corvettes, and as much beer and hot dogs as we could drink. And we slept there that night. I think it was early '85. It was a little cold, but you know, it was good compared to Sweden anyway. It was snowing at home. You know, that was our first trip here from Sweden, going across the United States and landing in the land of opportunity in California, and walking around at Pomona Swap Meet was a heck of an experience. And, you know, I've been doing Pomona Swap Meet since then, which is going on 40 years, you know. So I feel like I've been part of a lot of it. You know, there were times we were just coming to attend it and see, you know, a little part here, a little part there. And there were times where me and other friends would come with our families and do the whole vendor thing and selling parts and buying parts and all that type of stuff, and just having regular fun. I think we did that for 5 years, dragging our stuff in and out and buying stuff that we didn't need and selling our stuff that we didn't need and making some money, and then going buying more stuff we didn't need. And I think my Swap Meet trailer is still full of stuff from that whole deal. And then, you know, kids grow up, and we just stopped doing the vendor thing, and maybe came by every now and then to shoot pictures and just attend or sell or buy a car. Or we had friends visiting from overseas, which we still do a lot. And excuse me, but you know, we've seen so many cool cars and had so much fun, and watched the show evolve over time or with the times. And yeah, we learned the lessons on the shoes. Make sure you wear the correct shoes, or bring Tylenol, that's for darn sure. Anyway, you know, I have a lot of memories with my kids. And you know, they grew up in that environment too for several years. And I couldn't find the picture I was looking for. I had my little one was falling asleep in my 48 packet hearse, telling me she wasn't sleepy while she was hanging out of the threshold of the car. And, you know, many of those kind of memories. And bought a lot of interesting parts that I still have. And I also have one of the fiberglass bodies I bought, like, it's probably 30 years ago, that I bought there and later converted to our media assault vehicle that we cruised around at all the shows with. It has been at Pomona too, and I think that once we cruised around with it on the top or on the back of the car hauler, with Scott was driving and I'm in the back in that little mobility chair with a fiberglass body over it, shooting pictures that we were driving around the Fairplex. But, you know, just some really, really cool memories. And you know, we've gone through lots of changes. Pomona Swap Meet has gone through a lot of changes, and yeah, it's not exactly like it was before, and everything evolves and changes, and Fairplex changes, and some of the things that we don't talk about is or that most people don't realize that how much it costs to rent that darn place, and it is rain or shine, and I know they don't have any control of the parking. That's what Fairplex charges, which is the state of California, and if you're smart enough, get a vintage car and drive in and park the car either as a show or yeah, look at that picture. It's incredible what it was like 10 or 20 years ago. Anyway, and park the car and enjoy the show. It's a lot cheaper, and you get somebody in with you. And all the details we can find at PomonaSwapMeet.com for the ticket price and all that. But, and Fairplex controls all the food and that stuff too. So it's not Pomona Swap Meet that benefits from that. It's all the state of California. So, I'll ask you guys to give Pomona Swap Meet a break because, they're trying to put this longest freaking show on for you guys' benefit. Of course, they make money out of it too, but if it rains, it might not be making total sense for them, and they still keep doing it for us, so as to have a place. I mean, can you have a 2-day show if you come there and set up on Saturday and Sunday for the amount of money they spend and have that much family and so many things to walk around and check out, and you can bring your club in there and be featured, and you can find everything from lug nuts to carburetors, and they do charity things for a lot of the needy around, and you can see customs that are just beyond belief. And I know I'm heavy on customs. I love customs, but I've had such a good opportunity, and I'm so grateful that Pomona eventually asked me to be part of their show and take the pictures and photography, and I've done that for I think it's 5 or 6 years. And our space is on Road 23, like it showed right there. You come and visit us. We shoot from there somewhat regularly now and kind of hang out and do our thing. And that's Cushman we had a while back too. That actually sold at Pomona a few years back. And that's my friend and his little son. And they were doing some charity work too, which is fantastic. I've met so many people at this place and seen so many cars that I appreciate. And every genre, every part of our culture has brought me so much joy over the years, and the people and the parts and everybody helping each other. I mean, it is, and the joy is seeing every people running around. I know I have my goofy hat and stuff, and it's kind of become my Pomona Swap Meet trademark. But I'm very grateful for the people that light up when I go to shoot, and all the vendors that are glad to see us, and coming in late on wet and cold nights and hanging every morning through the heat. And, and then there's days that are perfect, but it is rain or shine, and we are there, going to be there. We were there even as soon as the state of California allowed us to be in during COVID and all that stuff. And I know everybody bitched and moaned a lot about COVID rules and this, that, and the other, but that was by the state of California. It was the only way we could have a show. And they stepped up and still had a show and did what state of California decided for them to do. So I ask most of you to give them a little break. You can go and have a good time here for a relatively small amount of dollar, especially if you drive your vintage car in and bring your friends with you. It actually becomes fairly affordable if you consider the amount of fun you can have on a full day Sunday. So, while seeing all your friends, plus find all the parts and cruise around, and I really enjoy it. I enjoy the vendors. Most vendors are really having fun and smiling, and when all the people come and buy their stuff. I mean, bring your motorized carts to haul your motors and all your scores and the chrome and the doodads, and bring your VWs, and you can set up the night before. And there's so many options if you come in as a vendor or a participant with a vehicle, a vintage vehicle, and there's so many things to see. And man, when the weather is cooperating perfectly, we're just having a blast. I know I'm babbling, but I'm like I'm sitting there looking at the pictures and some of the things that I got stuffed Ram in the back of that Chevy, and oh my God, the grill in that Buick. Oh, what a show! The things you can see, the ideas you can get, the toys you can pick up, and I mean, look at that guy with the gears, and I don't know. There's just something about this show that just grabs you. And there's my hat, and I'm grateful for your support. It is what makes me happy, and it makes me, really enjoy what I do, and get to play around and see all this cool stuff. And many of my friends I hear, I even slept in my ranch wagon a couple of times when I didn't have the motorhome. But I get friends coming in from all over the world to hang out with us. We got famous customizers usually hanging in our Customikes booth on row 23, space 27 to 33. We got some awesome builders coming around. We got some awesome custom cars or friends with custom cars that are hanging out with us. A lot of times too, you'll see Sergio or COE trucks everywhere on social media with his 40 Chevy fire truck and other crazy stuff that it brings. I think there's some pictures coming up of the fire truck. Yeah, they're coming up in a little bit here. And people are having fun, and I love catching them, just that raw stuff. And yeah, you can get parts for bikes and Chevys and Fords, and you got famous people like Victor Caucho coming in with his friends, and Hot Rod Holly, and so many other people. And here you go, Sergio and his friends, the COE Kings, or COE Heaven, and that fire truck is crazy. And muscle cars, and beer, and hot dogs, and sodas, and hamburgers, and you can bring your own grill too, and bring a cart. It's really handy when you got some heavy stuff that you pick up in the rows. I love that fire truck. It is so cool. LS powered. Yeah, a lot of them supporting the local charities. It's really cool to see. You have a lot of videos from everything on YouTube and on Pomona Swap Meet's Facebook page and Custommikes Facebook page and beyond. Here's John Saltman's wicked Studebaker custom. You got Hutter Holly's truck in the back, and another COE from COE Trucks Mexico group. And a lot of cool people hanging out with their Airstreams and having fun, and cool night stuff happening. And yeah, that thing is cool too. Everybody's just cruising, having fun, buying what they need, hanging out with their friends. A lot of cool automotive art showing up. Oh, I love the fastbacks, or whatever you call them. You bring the family, a lot of family. There I am in the Van Halen Panama Merc that Keith Dean built. God, I love the K5s, but you know that by now. And just the different styles and the different level of chromes, the different mix of vehicles. And light up the kid spirit. My kid's been through it, and Kat had her own 65 Dart that we actually sold at the swap meet to one of the vendors that still has it. So there's so many good memories and so many things. I just, I get tired too. I do like 15 miles every time I'm there, looking through the chrome and stuff and drooling at the customs. But I'm really, really grateful to all of you, and I just want to say happy anniversary. It's 50 years of shows. So hope to see you there January 15 or 19, which is this weekend. See ya. I really appreciate you hanging with us. And I know there's a little teaser here, so hang tight for the last piece. Coming up soon. All right, I'm done. Thanks for watching to the end. See ya.